it's also what is that message being used for, whether it's for marketing and promotions, customer care, and again, each brand places significant value on different things. Customer care seems to be one area where they place most value.
Okay.
So that is a big area moving forward for RCS.
Customer care. What about like banking? And then where does marketing kind of fit in there in terms of the value that they're placing?
Well, I think something like marketing, because it's going to encourage engagement. So we've been playing around with RCS performance versus mobile banner ads and direct mail.
Okay.
And the results are staggering. So, for example, we just said that if a brand spends $1 million on each,
okay,
what would the results would be in terms of eyeballs? So, for $1 million on a mobile banner ad campaign, you would probably serve something in the region of about 285 million ads.
Okay, impressions.
Impressions.
Okay,
yep. Of which the click-through rate of that would be 0.01.
Very low. Yep.
And then so that's, I think, 285,000 click-throughs.
Okay.
So that's pretty small. Direct mail, I think they have, I think it's about 3, 4, 5% open rate.
Yep.
And again, so you can reach probably, I think, a third of a million people, of which...
For that cost.
For that cost. With RCS and the cost of a message, you can reach about 16.5 million people.
So a huge amount of people.
A huge amount of people. But the read rate of that is about 75%.
Yeah.
So in terms of, if you look at it just from an impressions perspective, it smashes absolutely everything beyond that. So then, based on who's read that impression, who would then potentially go on and then convert, again, RCS or RBM will just outperform every other channel out there by a significant distance.
The larger brands, they're saying it could even be up to 10x more valuable. That's
potentially
considerable,
Oh,
lift.
absolutely. I mean, if everyone's talked about the power of messaging, and that a very wonderful stat that's been around for a while is that every 90% of messages are read within 3 minutes.
Yes, you guys were the one that originally came up with that.
We did.
Okay, but and now it's always been kind of quoted the 99% open rate or read rate, and then 90% within 3 minutes. What do you think now it is? For SMS, and then I think you've done some studies on RCS, maybe just to kind of recalibrate the market now. What do you think that
it's lower.
Okay.
Because I think nowadays most people are getting inundated. Not inundated, that's probably the wrong word.
But
there's a lot of messages coming in. So it could be in-app notifications. It could be, SMS. It could be RCS, WeChat line, whatever. And so the chances of a message being pushed down the line is highly likely these days. So obviously, when we did that 10 years ago, you got a message, it would just sit on your home screen. It was there, you got sit there until you did something with your phone, typically. So, given the amount of times that people look at their phone, even going back 10 years, that behaviour hasn't changed, but the amount of messages and incoming like feeds and streams that you get, that has changed. So I would have thought those numbers have come down, but that's where RCS can come in with its metrics.
Do you think, on SMS currently, I think that 99% was done with the carriers, or you were talking to people that received the message to get some feedback. In SMS, there is no a receipt that the thing has been read or opened, essentially. RCS has that.
Yeah.
Do you think the curve, so let's say it went from 99% and it's been going steadily down, but not that crazily. So it goes down, and you think it's going to go up because of RCS, or it's going to stop?
I don't think it will go up.
Okay.
I think.
So where do you think it stops?
Well, at the moment, a lot of the case studies that we've seen have it around about 78-80%.
Okay.
Which is again, an
really
impressive figure. But I mean, it'll probably drop, but a little bit.
Yep.
So probably in a few years' time, once RCS and RBM is up and running, and we've just got this abundance of campaigns to talk about, then it'd probably be, I reckon, 75 or 70-75%.
That's still
high.
Huge.
Oh, it's massive.
Compared
Absolutely.
to email or whatever other channel you're using, even push or something.
Yeah.